everyone, welcome to Montessori Matters with Blessing Fort-Ike. In this video, I discuss how to teach children conflict resolution. I know some of us might be wondering, why teach children conflict resolution? I would say conflict resolution plays an important role in healthy relationship development. A child who has difficulty in verbalizing his or her feelings, his or her emotions, might shut down when conflict occurs. So as adults, within the environment of the children, whether at home or in school, we must teach our children how to resolve conflict. So when there is a conflict, let them know that they are not to shut down, they are not to back out, but they are supposed to resolve it peacefully and calmly. There are other benefits of conflict resolution. One is that it helps them to maintain healthy relationship. Now, apart from that, it helps them to develop their leadership capacity. As a child who learns how to resolve conflict is building his capacity to lead and his capacity to solve problems. And that is a skill. And it will help them to take responsibility for their actions. So I think you agree with me that it's a good skill to help our children develop as early as possible, because the benefits are enormous. So how do you teach a child to resolve conflict? The child in your classroom, the child in your home. What will you do? The first step I will recommend is that teach them how to calm down. Let them know when there is a conflict, whether they are sad, whether they are frustrated, whether they are angry, whatever the case is, as their emotions are going high, they should learn to calm down. And these are some ways that they can calm down. They can take a deep breath. You teach them how to take a deep breath when they are angry or when they are frustrated. So instead of yelling at, getting at the person, trying to pay back the person, they should take a deep breath. Or they should walk away from the scene to do that. Another thing they can do, they can count 1 to 10, 1 to 20, or in a bit of calming down. So when they have calmed down, what would they do? Let them do a recap of the situation from beginning to end. Let's say they will not say, okay, let's say I dropped my pen and somebody stepped on it or somebody broke it. So they'll do a recap, and that led to an argument. So they should do a recap of the situation. After doing a recap of the situation, then they will decide whether they want to go and approach the friend or the sibling who they have that misunderstanding with, or they need a support from an adult. Whichever the case, they should go and meet the adult and explain the whole situation. Since they've done a recap, they will explain the situation to the adult. And us, as they report the situation, don't take side. Don't take side with anybody. What you do, you listen attentively and empathize with them. And empathizing doesn't mean you will take side, doesn't mean you will agree with them. You just acknowledge their feelings and mention the feeling. You say, oh, and you were frustrated by that. And you were angry. Or you were sad. So from their narration, you'll be able to know, if you'll be able to know their emotions and acknowledge it and name it, let them know. By so doing, you are also teaching them how to recognize their emotions. And once the emotions is recognized, they will be able to express it. Oh, you were sad, you were frustrated, or you were angry. So that's fine. So will you want to tell him or tell her how you feel, or how what she did made you feel, or how did you feel? The child will not tell you. So, okay, will you want to tell your friend? Will you want to tell your sister? Will you want to tell your brother? Whoever the case may be. So what will you do? You say, okay, now it's time to communicate to your sibling, or it's time to communicate to your friend what he or she made you feel. So you go, you show them how to communicate. So the child, I've already done the recap. So the child narrates everything and say, oh, what you did got me frustrated, or what you did got me very angry. I don't like it. So when the child expresses his or her emotions and frustration, the other person should narrate. Or you can ask them, okay, what happened? Can you say your own side of the story? So you teach this one to listen to this person's perspective. How did he see the situation? And so the person narrates it. After that, now it's time to tell them how to take responsibility for their actions. So what led to what? Oh, you dropped your bag in the wrong place and somebody mistakenly stepped on it. Instead of picking your bag, you snatched it. Whatever the case may be, you now ask, did you see the role you played in this conflict? Did you see the role? You ask the other one, did you see the role you played in this conflict? Then they'll say, oh, I was supposed to drop my bag properly. I didn't drop my bag in the right place. Next time, I'm going to drop my bag in the right place. Oh, and you, what did you think you did wrong? The child will say, oh, I was supposed to pick up his bag instead of stepping on it. So they apologize. So sorry for stepping on your bag. That is taking responsibility for your action. It might be that what brought the conflict was that somebody took somebody's pencil without permission. The owner just got there, snatched it instead of asking politely. So you narrate, oh, I was supposed to ask for permission before taking the pencil or before taking the writing material. Sorry that I didn't ask for permission. I'm sorry that I snatched it like that without asking for it politely. Or sorry that I hit you for taking my pencil. You see, it's that simple. As they do it continuously, as you let them do it continuously, they are developing the skill to solve conflict, to resolve conflict. And the last thing I will say is that you as an adult in the environment must model healthy conflict resolution. When you have conflict, misunderstanding with people, you must follow this step also. You calm down and look for do a recap. Then you look for how you can discuss it with the person involved. It might be your spouse, it might be your spouse, it might be your fellow teacher, it might be your boss in the office, it might be your neighbor. Whoever the case may be, make sure you resolve it peacefully and calmly. And when you are doing that, the children are watching and they are learning. Like I always say, we are their first teacher, we are their role model. They pick whatever we do, not only what we see. So we must be deliberate while resolving conflicts. I believe that you've gotten one or two points from this topic, conflict resolution. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share with your contacts, and it will be well appreciated. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.